Okay, hello everybody, it's Lou. We're going to try Don't Cry by Seal. And before I get started, I had a thought. Just so you guys know, I don't have a lot of them, so it kind of is painful for me. So you have to appreciate this thought. I still get a lot of complaints. I've had, like I said, I mentioned before, one guy said, I just learned a song and I can play it better than that. I'm not on here entertaining you guys as a guitar player. I'm on here, and my thought is, look at me as your good neighbor. You know, I'm your good buddy Lou that runs over and says, hey, I just learned some new chords for this new song, Seal, Don't Cry. So I show you the chords. I sing, and it makes you want to gag because I really don't sing good. But it's worth listening to me because you get to learn some chords you didn't know before. You get to know how to do the chords and where the chord changes are to a song that you might want to play. So maybe if you look at it that way, it'll help you not to be so critical. Now, on the other hand, I do get some nice comments, so I appreciate those. Alright, so let's get started because I want to do this in one lesson. Chords we're going to do today: A sustain 2, E chord, C chord, G chord, D chord, F major 7, and G6. Okay, so one word of a note. I've seen people do, and I'll show you as I get to the chords, I've seen people do just the A chord, and some people do the A sustain 2. I happen to like the A sustain 2 when I play it. So that's going to be 2nd fret, 4th string index finger, 2nd fret, 3rd string middle finger. That's your A sustain 2. The E chord is 1st fret, 3rd string index finger, 2nd fret, 5th string middle finger, 2nd fret, 4th string ring finger. C chord, 1st fret, 2nd string index finger, 2nd fret, 4th string middle finger, and 3rd fret, 5th string with the ring finger. G chord, 2nd fret, 5th string index finger, 3rd fret, 6th string with the middle finger, and 3rd fret, 1st string with the ring finger. Now there is also a G6, and I have seen people not use the G chord and only play the G6. So on those two chords, the A and the G, it's up to you if you want to play them as A's, G's, A sustain 2, or G6. Okay, so the G6 is basically 2nd fret, 5th string index finger, and 3rd fret, 6th string with the middle finger. That's your G6. Then we have a D chord, which is 2nd fret, 3rd string index finger, 2nd fret, 1st string middle finger, and 3rd fret, 2nd string ring finger. And I believe the last chord is our F major 7, and that's going to be 1st fret, 2nd string index finger, 2nd fret, 3rd string middle finger, and 3rd fret, 4th string with the ring finger. And that should be it. Now, this is a long video, and I really don't have time to play the song like I usually do. So, as far as the from the YouTube video that I do the lesson on. But the first part is kind of spoken, and remember, I don't sing, and this is a hard song to teach even when you are going to try to read the words. So the first part is, and we're going to call it an intro. Don't be so hard on yourself. That's your A sustain 2 and an E chord. And then it goes, those tears are for someone else. That's a C, G, and D. And then you just repeat those same chords again for the next two lines. So, don't be so hard on yourself. That was my A sustain 2 E. Those tears, that's my C chord, are for G chord, someone else. That's my D chord. Okay? A sustain 2, I hear your voice. E chord on the phone. C chord, I hear you feel. G chord, so alone. D chord. Then, this is still part of the intro kind of, where he sings My Baby. My Baby goes to an A sustain 2. Then he sings O, O. That's an F major 7. G6 with no singing. Then My Baby goes to A sustain 2 again. F major 7, please. G6, no singing. My Baby, A sustain 2. Then My Baby, F major 7. Okay, and I'm not calling you guys my baby, so nobody get excited out there. Okay, so now we're on verse 1. When we were young and truth was paramount is how it starts. And verse 1 is what I'm going to call it. A sustain 2 E, C, G, D, and then you repeat the same chords again for the second half of the verse. So when we were young, when we were young, and truth was paramount, that was A sustained 2 to E. We were older, C chord then, and we lived our life. It was a G chord without any doubt to the D chord. Those memories, A sustained 2 to the E chord, they seem so long ago. To a C chord, what's become of them? Okay, to a G chord, when you feel like me, I want you to know, to the D chord. Okay, we're going to call this next part a chorus, and it's A sustained 2, G6, A sustained 2, F major 7, G6, and then you repeat those same 5 chords over again for the second half of the chorus. And it's don't cry, you're not alone, don't cry, tonight, my baby, don't cry, you'll always be loved, don't cry, tonight, my baby. And you know what, I just had a thought. I had one video, Almost Lover, that I did, and the person put a comment that, oh my God, why aren't you famous? I love your singing voice. And of course, it was a she, was being very sarcastic. But that kind of stuff does make me laugh. So if you're going to criticize me, at least make it funny. That one did make me laugh. Okay, verse 2. Today I dreamed, that's an A sustained 2, of friends I had before. That was an E. And I wonder, that's a C chord, why? To the G chord, the ones you care, they don't call anymore, to a D chord. My feelings hurt, that's an A sustained 2, to an E chord, but you know I've overcome the pain, to a C chord, and I'm stronger now, to a G chord. There can't be a fire unless there's a flame, to the D chord. Okay, the next chorus is going to be A sustained 2, G6, A sustained 2, F major 7, G6, and then you repeat the same chords again. Don't cry, you're not alone, don't cry, tonight, my baby, don't cry, you'll always be loved, don't cry, oh. Okay, and if you're not sure what chords I was doing as I was reading the words, it's just like the chorus the previous chorus. Okay, then it goes to what I'm calling a bridge, and which is an F major 7, G6, F major 7, G6. There is one chord in here that I find doubtful that it fits in, but I'm going to give it to you anyway. F major 7, G6, and then G. Doesn't quite sound right when I do try to sing it, the G chord. So if anybody finds a better chord to put there, please note it in comments. And then it goes to an A sustained 2, F major 7, and G6 again. Okay, so limousines and psychopaths, which is me, I guess. Don't leave me down, 'cause I'm afraid what you've done to me is now the wolf in my bed, in my head, in my head, in my head. Okay, the next verse is same chords as all the other ones. A sustained 2, E, C, G, D twice. The challenges we took were hard enough. They get harder now. Even when we think that we had enough, don't feel alone, because it's all you understand. I'm your sedative. Take a piece of me whenever you can, Okay, then the last chorus, and here was the hard part for me on this song, and I don't want to run out of time. There's a lot at the end of the song, and I saw so many people using different chords in there, I tried to come up with something on my own, okay? So the last chorus, and then it goes into, I guess, the outro, and I'm just going to run them both together. And I will post the annotations. Don't cry. You're not alone. That's an A sustained 2 to a G6. And that's where they sing in the background, don't be so hard on yourself. Don't cry. Tonight, my baby, and we're hearing those tears are for someone else. Don't cry. You'll always be loved. I hear your voice on the phone. Don't cry. Tonight, sweet baby, I hear you feel so alone. Don't cry. Don't cry. Don't you cry. Don't cry. Because you'll still be loved. Don't cry. Don't cry. Tonight, my baby. My baby. And what I'm doing is, because he sings my baby a lot at the end, is I'm doing my baby, A sustained 2, F major 7, G6, my baby, A sustained 2, F major 7, G6, my baby. And when you listen to the song, he sings it several times, but I don't want to run out of time, so just listen to the end of the song when you get a chance. And the very end of the song is my baby, A sustained 2, F major 7, oh, why don't you cry tonight? That was a G6, my baby, A sustained 2, don't cry tonight, F major 7, you're still be loved, that was a G6. Okay, so again, keep in mind, at the end of the song, he sings a lot, my baby, a lot of ad-libbing, in other words. And one thing I try to do, guys, that you don't get from other videos, because remember, I watch them also, is I try to take the song, when I plan this out, I listen to the song, and you'll notice, like I just did the song Jumper, which is another song I'm just barely learning, it was a request. I try to take the song, listen to it on a video, and then match my words that I teach you and the chords that I teach you to the exact way the song is sung by the group. So instead of, like, I watched another Jumper video and he just basically went over what the chords are and said eventually you'll change to a D add 4 over 9. He didn't show you what part of the song you're going to use that D add 4 over 9, which would drive me nuts if I was going to try to use that video to learn the song, because I want to know, when do I do this chord change? Or do I play this? Yeah, it's only played a couple of times throughout the song. When do I play it? So I do try to be more detail-oriented, but I am a beginner, and that's why I do that. I cannot play guitar great. I'm a beginner like you guys, like some of you guys. I'm learning how to play the guitar. And I do this because of the people that give me nice comments. That's why I continue to add videos. But on the last note, I haven't been adding as many because I've been getting more negative comments lately. And it kind of discourages me from, why get beat up for something that you're doing free. And like I mentioned before, if you learn one new chord out of this whole thing, it was free. And if you wasted 15 minutes of your time, well, we do that all day, all week long, okay? Anyway, that's it. Enough preaching. You guys have a good night, and I hope this helps you learn the song. Also, one last thing. I'm going to talkative mood. If you ever want the words and chords to the song I do, because I copy and paste, I have them on my notepad. Every song that I put up here, say 90% of them, I have the notes that I used when I posted the video. So if that's going to help you to learn the song and you want me to email it to you, send me an email message or send me a comment and I'll be happy to do that. Alright? Take care, everybody. Good night.